All right. When we last left off, you guys had made a trip into the Shadowfell to finally dispatch Mars's mother and to retrieve Octavian's body. You successfully investigated the house and found an entrance to an underground lab in the zombie pit where you... What was that? We lost Lee.
Oh no.
Keep going.
I know.
We'll get back.
Yeah. Where you found the zombie pit led to an underground lab, which led you to a door to the Shadowfell.
Hello?
Hello.
We're here. We can hear you.
You
My
then...
computer or something.
You're
No
fine.
problem.
You fought some entities that were guarding the lake and the coffins that you noticed. You then found... I think you found Octavian's body, and then Mars's mother appeared. Juno.
Yep. We had to
fought,
fight her.
Yeah, you fought her while Octavian tried to reclaim his body. It was successful. And then you guys dispatched her. I think, who landed the final blow? Was it Gus Gus?
I don't remember.
No. Yeah.
That feels right, actually.
I know Gus Gus did a lot.
Our little guardian in training.
Yeah.
But you successfully got his body back, defeated Mars's mother. Feeling triumphant, you returned to the manor to find that things weren't as good as you had hoped. And you found two of the initiated members of Mars's order dead in the lab with apparent head wounds. You rushed upstairs to find in the small office where you had kept Jupiter in prison for a few days before he was finally taken by the order. And you found a man sitting in the chair with Tulpa tied up on the floor and two mind flayers standing behind him. And that's where we left off.
This an orgy?
Oh my
I
god.
slap Octavian in the back of the head.
It's a wrong time. Should we leave?
But to pick up, you do see Tulpa. He looks very scared as he is bound by his hands in a hogtied position on the floor. And
I also look like a mind flare.
Yes, you do. But you just see the two. They don't seem to be aggressive. They just kind of seem to be sitting there patiently. The man, I don't remember if he spoke. If he had said anything.
I don't think
He did. He said we need to talk.
Yes, you're right. Thank you. He said we need to talk, and that's where we left off. So he's just kind of sitting there now, examining the situation, and he sees you as a mind flayer, and he looks a little confused, but he doesn't seem too perturbed.
I'm gonna sit down at the table, the couch,
Okay.
and be like, so, I don't know if you knew this, but this house is not for sale.
You're trespassing on sacred ground.
That's correct.
He kind of...
And you've murdered 2 acolytes.
He kind of smiles. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. He smiles, and he crosses his legs, and he kind of like just stares at the three of you, surveying the situation. And he says, well, I needed to make my presence known one way or another, and I figured this would be the easiest way to do that.
Not a
The
note.
the easiest way would have been a note, or
Yeah.
perhaps ringing the doorbell.
He goes, but that's no fun. And he kind of like gestures to Tulpa, who at this point is crying.
Oh, Toba.
We're so fun.
He looks very scared, but
I'll psychically tell Topa, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine, buddy. Just hold on. We're gonna get you out of this.
he kind of... Tulpa just nods in your direction and kind of like frantically looks around the room looking for a way out.
So, Mars, are these the people from your church?
Are you being serious?
No, I'm being completely serious.
Ignoring him, what do you want?
He goes, well, it's quite simple. I want you to stop meddling in my affairs.
Honey, I don't know who you're married to.
He actually laughs. He lets out like an audible chuckle. And he goes, well, you've been causing quite a lot of problems for my organization lately. I no
That would
longer
be
have...
Iron Solutions.
He goes, yes.
Oh, not the church.
Iron
Oh, okay.
Solutions. He goes, you've ousted us from Dextros, Osla. And
Black
it's...
core.
Well, yes, Black Core, more recently.
Oh.
And he goes, but I intend for that to stop, so I'm going to make it very clear. Continue your constant... what's the word?
If it
Heroics?
I'm gonna stop you right there. Those 2 occasions where we interfered with your business were purely personal. And now that we've gotten our business out of the way, we honestly have no intention of interfering anymore.
I thought you were going to say accidental. Completely accidental.
I mean, in a way they kind of were, but
Yeah. I do have one question, though.
He goes, yes.
What does the name Arthur Sin mean? Why is everyone named that? Are you Arthur Sin? Is everyone here named Arthur Sin?
Kind of like...
you're Arthur Sin. He's Arthur Sin. I'm
Wow.
Arthur Sin.
Any other Arthur Sins I should know about?
He goes,
Wow.
well, because if you must know, Arthur Sin is my name, and I use it as a
Oh.
title for my constituents.
Oh, he's fancy.
He goes, but
That's
if you're
nice.
looking...
God
Continue your
complex.
threat, please, because I plan on meddling more.
He goes, well, I'm the original, if that makes any difference.
Ah, so it's a god complex. I understand.
He chuckles
I
again.
think it's more like I think it's like a Caesar thing, where like the first guy was named Caesar, so now everyone that comes after him is also named Caesar. You know?
He goes, view it as you will. I don't really care. He goes, but to make my point more poignant, he like snaps his fingers, and there's a couple seconds of pause, and then he nods and says, well, it's done. If you continue to meddle in my affairs, more things will happen. More disasters.
What kind of like natural disasters?
If I see fit.
Like
What
like
did
an
you do?
like an earthquake?
He goes, oh, you'll know in due time. Just know that it is directly your fault. Voice crack.
We get that a lot, actually. Okay, all right. We'll stop meddling. We'll stop meddling. You have my word that we won't meddle anymore. No more meddling. Oh no!
Are
I'll
you
stand
are
up
you
and
being
walk
honest?
over.
I was gonna ask, are
I'm
you being honest?
We're not gonna meddle anymore.
He kind of cocks an eyebrow.
Meddle. Yes, meddling. We're not gonna meddle anymore.
He goes, oh, I intend to make sure of that. And he like
Oh, okay.
gestures, and the mind flayers kind of advance, and then from behind you, you see a third one kind of glide into position.
Hi.
He goes, I'm
Okay.
going to make sure that there is no way you can meddle in my affairs ever again.
Oh,
Rolling for initiative?
Yes, roll for initiative.
is he indoctrinating us?
12.
Oh shit! I gotta get out the other plate. I gotta get out the other sheet.
Oh yeah, for Gus
Gus.
Gus.
That's right.
We had to make another sheet for Gus Gus because we couldn't level him up anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
no.
I see him in the player characters.
It's not that he can't level up anymore. It's just that D&D Beyond, for some reason, doesn't have the statistics for sidekicks above a certain level. Even though they exist, they don't have a sheet for him. So we said, why don't we just make him a character so that Logan can actually add him to encounters?
Yes, it's a lot nicer than just having him go on your turn.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
But the mind flayers advance.
Gus got a 20.
I know it put it in the thing. I love D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
Gus, our smart little man.
I got a 16.
Nobody expects the laser mouse.
That's right.
I got a natural 20.
All right.
And this gun.
We just point Gus like a pistol.
What is it? With the power of friendship and the gun Hugo found, we will put you to death.
But
The true treasure was this gun we found along the way.
That's right.
Yeah.
But you see the man, he vanishes, and the mind flayers push over the couch and advance. But Hugo, you're up first.
Ah, shit. Do none of us have counterspell?
Oh, wait, hold on. I might actually.
I don't. Wait, no, wait. No, I don't have. I never took counterspell. But wait,
Does Gus
but
Gus?
wait, but Gus I think has counterspell. Gus does have counterspell. Gus is going to cast. Gus is going to cast counterspell at 6th level.
Okay. It has no
Yeah.
effect.
Okay, so maybe he wasn't here to begin with. He could have been using project image.
Damn.
Either that or his invisibility is natural and not a spell.
Yeah.
But Hugo, you're up first.
Can I
Oh.
roll to see if he like actually teleported out or if he's here?
Give me an Arcana check.
It's a trapdoor in the
13.
chair.
13. It's difficult. It didn't seem like he teleported away. He kind of just faded away.
It was an image. It was an illusion.
So yeah, it was probably project image.
Yeah, you
Alright.
can gather as much.
Also, what's the point of doing whatever lesson he was supposed to be trying to teach us if he just intended to kill us anyway?
That's the lesson, is death.
Yeah, but he like snapped his fingers and said, "Oh, okay, this thing has been done, and you'll find out eventually. Oh, I'm gonna kill you."
Yeah, on the other side of the call.
What?
All right, I don't know. What are you doing, Hugo?
Anyways, I am casting Branding Smite on my light hammer. I'm gonna whack a freaking squid face.
Okay, there are 2 in front of you and 1 behind you. Which one would you like to target?
I'm gonna go for the one behind.
All right. Go ahead and roll to attack.
All right. Let's see. Gonna use a light hammer. Oh no, I can. Okay, so I'm gonna use booming blade
Yeah. On a hammer.
on my hammer.
Yes.
Very, very Thor-like.
It
Yeah.
turns into an axe.
Stormbreaker.
13 plus 11 does
Oh,
24.
That'll hit. Yeah, that'll hit. You basically
Okay.
you spin on your heels and clock the mind flare right across the face with a full front of damage.
All right, awesome. So here comes the thunder. So that's 4 plus. That's so much adding I have to do. 4 plus 16, so it's 20, and then I have. Roll that too. 28 damage.
So you clock him, and you see the mind flayer's eyes like move around in his head as it's a little dazed, but it shakes it off. Still standing.
I
You have sphere.
Oh yeah, sphere. Oh god, I forgot about sphere.
Sphere's still in the Shadowfell, like, guys?
God.
Poor sphere. Poor sphere. You're the reason why I didn't take the artificer class that makes the robot. I hope you know.
Child abuse.
Right. Alright, sphere, come on, please. Fucking. Does a 14 hit?
A 14 will miss, unfortunately.
God damn it,
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Sphere. Okay, that's it. That's all I got.
All reliable.
Okay,
Oh,
up next
right.
is Gus Gus.
Gus is going to run out of my shirt, jump into the air with his wand like above him, holding it like a bat, and he's going to swing his wand as hard as he can through the air like a whipple bat, and he's going to cast Fireball at 7th level centered on himself.
Okay.
What? Oh, he's an evocation wizard,
Yeah.
isn't he?
He can make. Hold on, let me check how many pockets he can make. Hold on. How many pockets can you make? Uno momento, por favor.
2.
He can create a number of pockets equal to 1 plus the spell's level, so 8.
So yeah, you can
it's
get
the-
Tulpa and all your and everybody else.
Excellent. And he's also going to use empowered evocation. Sorry, no, not empowered evocation. He's going to use. Oh, he
The
can't.
one-
Oh, he can't do it yet. He's not high enough level. Never mind.
All right. So just a
Yes.
fireball. One
Just a
succeeds on the
fireball at
save.
7th level. Of a 18 dex.
Yep, he got a 19 plus 1.
All right, still going to take half damage.
Yes. The other ones will take full. Oh my.
All right, they're going to take 57 points of fire damage.
Ooh, boy.
And everything in the room is on fire.
No!
Yeah.
What's a half of 57? Hold on.
This all the furniture in here were
It
antiques.
specifically says ignites all flammable objects in area
Oh,
that are not
fuck.
being worn or carried.
This everything in this room was an antique.
Yeah, the whole house is made of wood. Half to 57.
28.
28. Yeah, he's going to take 28 points.
So the two mind flayers behind the couch take it. One looks really bad. One fares better. The one behind you is incinerated.
Oh, God.
Is that the end of Gus
That's
Gus's
really
turn?
Taste. Yeah, I don't think he has any bonus actions. Yeah, he has no bonus actions.
All right. All right. Okay. So the first, the one of the mind flayers behind the couch, the one who takes the hit and keeps, stands a little stronger. He's going to focus, and you all feel this cacophony of psychic energy just penetrate your brain. I need everybody to roll an intelligence saving throw. And also, who would like to roll for Tulpa?
Oh no, no, that's all you, Mars.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to. For me, it's a 14.
Okay.
That's
Do you-
got a 27.
Okay.
You just want me to roll a d20 for?
Yeah, well, he's a commoner. So let me pull up the commoner stats real quick.
I got a 16.
You're fine.
I got an 18.
You also succeed.
I rolled like shit.
Well, whatever commoner stats are, he rolled an 11, so it's plus whatever the commoner stats are, plus or minus.
It's a +0 because he's a commoner.
So then he got an 11.
So, and what did you get, Mars?
14.
14. So let's see. Everybody take. Well, okay. Mars, you take 18 points of
this-
psychic damage, and you're now
this-
stunned. Yes.
Considered a charmed spell or anything like that?
No, this is considered mind blast.
Alright, I have to roll
Yeah.
for sphere.
Yes. Well, does Sphere's a construct? Would he take psychic damage?
That's what I'm trying to figure out, but I don't know. His only immunity is poison. And
Then
he
yeah,
rolled a 9, so
Okay, so
Yeah.
Mars and Sphere take 18 points. Everybody who succeeded takes 9 points, and Mars and Sphere are now stunned. Oh, excuse me.
God.
And
I
let's see.
take 9, you said?
Yeah,
9
9.
was
If you
the-
succeeded, you take 9. If you failed, you take 18. The fail was a 15. Anything?
So now me and
Tulpa.
Tulpa are stunned.
Well, Tulpa's a commoner. Tulpa
Oh,
no.
Tulpa is now
Oh shit.
unconscious on the verge of death
and a room on fire.
in a room on
Brain hemorrhage.
fire.
Fuck. This keeps getting worse and worse.
And your party healer is stunned.
It's gonna be
I mean,
great,
you're not the
Fred.
only one who healed.
Yeah, I can heal. No, I can't. I can't heal.
All
I
right.
have no healing spells.
I have cure wounds.
Oh, okay, that's good. Medic!
But that's the end of Mind Flayer's turn. Octavian, you're up.
All right, I'm going to look at the Mind Flare and I'm going to go, ew, ugly, and I'm going to cast Psychic Lance.
On the one who just cast the Mind Blast.
Yeah,
Okay.
7th level. Oh, but before, yeah, so the ew, ugly is the, he has to do the, that's my final thing I can use for cutting, unsettling words. So he's going to subtract a 1d10 from his roll. He is going to subtract a 5 from his roll.
Which intelligence, wisdom?
It is a intelligence.
Okay, so he subtracts 5, so 12 total.
All right, he fails.
He fails. All right. How much damage does
Yes.
he take?
Hold on 1 second.
Take your time.
It's okay. He is going to take 33 points of psychic damage and is incapacitated.
Okay. So you get hit with the Mind Blast, and it actually hurts because you have a body now.
Oh my god.
You get,
Pain.
you get a little bit of a nosebleed, but you shake it off, and then you focus, and you dish it right back as hard as you can, right back at him.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. I guess psychic damage for him.
Dodgeball.
Yes.
All right, but
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Yeah, so that's 33 psychic damage. Did it look like it did full, or did it look like he was resistant?
it looked like it did full.
Oh shit, did it kill him?
It did not kill him, but he is looking very haggard now.
He was also incapacitated.
He's
so he
a,
just
yeah, so
collapses to
he
the
just
ground.
he if it Mind
He
Flayer.
does the Family Guy death pose.
Yeah.
All right, is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, that's all I can do. I already used my bonus action.
All right, let's see. What will this one do? I guess, yeah. The other one is also going to do a Mind Blast. So everybody make another intelligence saving throw.
My
Cool.
god. All right.
5. I guess
I
I'm
got
just
another
not doing
18.
anything this fight.
I got another 18.
Okay, so you
I'm
succeed.
just not doing anything this
But
fight.
Gus got an 11. He rolled a natural 1.
Gus fails.
Oh no.
Yeah. Which is saying a lot because he has a plus 10 in an intelligence save.
That yeah. Oh, Sphere rolled an 11. I rolled a 26.
Okay, so Mars, Sphere, and Gus fail, so they all take 24 points of psychic damage.
God damn.
And
Holy
Octavian and
shit.
Hugo, you take 12.
12.
Wow,
And
okay.
Gus
Is stunned.
is stunned. Let me read something.
He's
real
just
quick.
like still in the air and he just like hits the ground, does the Family Guy death pose.
Yeah.
He does the Yamcha pose.
Yeah. My boy.
All right. Mars, it is your turn. You are stunned.
I'm double stunned.
It doubles. Well, it's only once. You don't. It doesn't double up.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
I
matter.
know, but I think it's funny.
But it is the end of your turn. You can roll to see if you break out of the stun. So it'd be an intelligence check, intelligence saving throw.
Yeah, I'm not unstuck.
Unfortunately, you can't shake off the effects. But you hear a voice as you're lying there.
God.
It sounds familiar, and you can barely make it out. Give me a perception check.
It's your mother. We failed to kill her.
Yeah.
11.
11. It sounds just like whispers, but the voice is something you can almost place, but that's all you can get with an 11. All right, but that's the end of your turn. Hugo, you're up.
Oh fuck! I have so many decisions to make. I either save Tulpa, or I attack.
Attack! We can always bring Tulpa back from the dead.
Oh
we don't
yeah,
have the items.
we don't have Revivify.
No, we used it on what's his face? Kiln.
Kern.
Kern.
Oh, that's right. What the fuck did we save his stupid butt? Oh my god.
I think the real question is why there's so many K names.
Oh shit.
Wait,
You know what,
I
he's got
forgot
some
we're
days.
in my house.
He's got
We
some death
probably would
saving
have
throws.
supplies hiding somewhere.
Yeah, probably. Anyways, he's got some death saving throws. I'm sure he won't burn them all.
It'll be great. He'll do fine.
Well, he did get hit with the
Um,
second mind blast, so he automatically fails.
Oh fuck!
I believe
Alright, I'm gonna heal.
I believe it's 1 or 2. I'm not 100% sure.
It's two.
It's
If
two, yeah.
Yeah, it's two. It's two.
So he fails.
I'm gonna heal Tulpa.
All right.
Lights up into a room on fire. Everything's fine. Ah!
It's a touch. I'm gonna
Octavian, you
touch
better
him.
start using that thaumaturgy.
Tulpa get 17 health
Alright.
back.
Tulpa is back up. He is hurt, and he's like got blood pouring out of his ears and nose. He kind of like opens his eyes and sees you, and he's just racked with fear. But he's going to, on his turn, he'll attempt to do something. If he can. Do you untie him, or do you just leave him there?
Oh yeah, well, yeah, no, I can.
I'll say
well,
I'll say a bonus action to untie him.
All right, I'll untie him.
All right.
You guys ever see those GI Joe PSAs?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
The
so
one where he runs into the burning building.
What?
Get the fuck out of here! That's you right now. Get the fuck out of here! We're all gonna die.
What?
Or when he comes out of the lake and he's like,
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
in like 2007, they made dubs of the GI Joe PSA commercials, but they dubbed over them because the commercials themselves are kind of unhinged. Anybody, you want a body massage? Anybody
Yeah.
want a body massage? It's like, ah.
Okay.
What?
I'll show you
I'll
after the
show
game.
it to you later. Yeah, we'll show it to you after.
All right.
Okay, so I'm gonna order Sphere to attack.
Okay. Fear's going to attack.
I'm gonna die.
Sphere, you better fucking hit.
Yeah.
For once in your life.
Oh my god, I cannot. 12.
12.
Fear is gonna get repurposed into a
I
like a
I rolled a
cobra.
2.
Sphere swings out and impacts on one of the Mind Flayer's chest plates and just bounces off.
Is there no way to like upgrade this thing?
He gets a +10 to his hit attack rolls. I rolled a 2.
Come on, Sphere. What is wrong with you?
My pie. That was Fear's fault.
All right.
It somehow landed directly in my garbage.
Fuck.
All right. That's the end of Hugo's and Sphere's go. Gus,
Yep.
make your saving throw to see if you shake off the stun.
It's an intelligence.
It is, I believe it's intelligence. Yes.
29.
He succeeds.
He stands with his hand on his face, standing, using his wand as a as a way to get up, and he looks at the Mind Flayer and he says, "Nobody makes me bleed my own blood."
All right. That's the end of Gus's turn, however.
Yeah.
It is now the Mind Flayer's turn again.
Oh God.
And he gets his Mind Blast back.
Cool, great.
He rolled a 6, so... But actually, he's not going to do that. Instead... Hold on. Oh, okay. Let me read this real quick. Just give me 1 second.
Yeah, get those rules right.
Yeah, bitch.
Oh my. Okay.
Oh shit.
So, I need Gus to give me a charisma saving throw.
No, Gus,
Really gunning for Gus. My god.
Well, Gus, that fireball really hurt. No one else has really done much except for Hugo, but he's closer to
I'm gonna
Gus.
I'm going to use a reaction as Octavian.
Okay.
And I'm going to use silver rebarbs.
Okay.
on the Mind Flare. So the Mind Flare now has disadvantage,
Okay.
and Gus is going to have advantage.
Okay. Roll a charisma saving throw.
Good. All right. Here we go, Gus. All right.
Okay. Oh,
18.
you got lucky. Okay. So he reaches out and like grabs Gus, which to him it's just a little mouse. He picks him up, and you see Gus kind of like flicker for a moment before vanishing and then reappearing. And you see the Mind Flayer, like his eyebrows focus, and he like shakes his head. Actually,
Don't you know?
he doesn't do that because I just read itself only. So he's gonna just disappear.
He is?
Yeah, he's gonna vanish. He's gonna teleport away.
Counterspell.
Okay. What do I have to roll for counterspell again?
Depends on the level of the spell.
Ooh, let me see the level. Let me read the quick. Okay. What level are you casting it at?
He's gonna cast it at 5th.
5th? Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. Where? Oh, fuck. What is
So if the spell level, if my spell meets his spell or is above it, it automatically counterspells.
Okay.
But if it's below the casting level of the spell, I have to roll to see if I can beat it.
Yes, and roll to see if you can beat it.
Okay. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. So what's the spell's level?
7th level.
7th level. So I got to beat a 17.
Got to beat a 17.
Make an ability check using your spell casting ability. That's an attack roll, so it's a +5. Okay. Hold on one moment. I have to roll. So that is a 19.
That succeeds. So he tries to shift himself out of this plane, and he vanishes for a moment before Gus reaches out, and you see the ethereal lines connect and shatter his spell, and the Mind Flayer just looks around, panicking at this point.
Gus is just like, not today, bitch.
Exactly.
You leave when I say you can.
Octavian, it is your turn.
All right, I'm going to walk up to the Mind Flayer that just tried to run, and I'm going to go, hey, yeah, see that guy over there unconscious on the ground? Yeah, you should probably rip his brain out. And I'm going to point over to the one that's incapacitated. And I'm going to cast Charm Monster on the Mind Flayer.
Ooh, okay. What is the saving throw for that?
It's
Do
going
they
to do
count as monsters?
Yeah,
they
they're
are.
monsters.
They're considered an aberration.
Yes. So there's charm person and charm monster. If it does not qualify as a humanoid, it automatically qualifies as a monster. So he's got to beat a wisdom of 18.
Okay. Let me roll for that. 11. He fails.
Yes. So yeah, he's charmed and is friendly to me until the spell ends, in which then it knows it was charmed by me.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like, yeah, you should really go kill your friend.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Do I have a bonus action? Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. It is now the incapacitated one's turn. Does he make a saving throw, or is he just...
is. I think he just rises back up. And is incapacitated until the start of your next turn. So he's back up already.
Okay, so he's back up.
Yeah.
He's going to see if his Mind Blast recharges. It does with a 6.
No.
So he's going to Mind Blast everybody again. So everybody make intelligence saving throws.
All right.
Oh my god.
This guy's got a 22. I got a 7.
I'm just not doing anything this fight. Good night, everybody. Bye.
No.
So
What about Tulpa?
who wants to roll? Who wants to roll for Tulpa?
Someone
Morris
with better
is-
luck than I do, roll,
The
please.
butler.
Please, I beg of thee.
I'll
I'll
roll
roll
for
for
Tulpa.
Tulpa.
Okay, you roll
Okay,
for
no, you could do it.
Okay, cool.
No
Here
one
we
wants
go.
to. No one wants to roll for
There
Tulpa.
we go.
I'm just having shitty luck
2.
tonight.
2.
No!
What was maximum HP?
I was gonna say, let me look at Commoner real quick.
It's like 2, right?
Yeah,
Like 2?
so he might be
Yeah,
dead.
he would have been dead the first mind blast. As when it gets him to negative his maximum, it's instant.
They have
death.
4 hit points. You are correct.
Yeah,
would be
he's
dead.
he's
dead.
He's dead.
So there's no reason.
no.
No reason to roll for him. But knowing that, I will say, Hugo, since you wasted your turn to heal him, you can go now if you'd like.
Yes, please.
Because you wouldn't have healed him if I had done the rules correctly. But
This is true.
yeah. So go ahead. Who are you targeting? The one who's incapacitated or the one who's just now mind blasting? I'll let
The
you
one
pick.
who was incapacitated was mind.
Oh,
blast.
I'm
Oh
more
yeah,
after
you're right. You're right. The one who's charmed or the one who's mind blasting.
the one who's mind blasting.
All right, do as you see fit. And if you succeed on this and kill him, then his mind blast doesn't go off. Because that's on me for with Tulpa.
Please, I want to contribute to the fight.
Does the 16 hit?
16 will hit.
Oh, really? Oh my god, okay. I was so prepared to, like, do so many things. Okay. Booming Blade. Where the hell's Booming Blade?
1 damage.
Stop! 8 plus... Hold on. Branding Smite.
It's mine.
28.
He's dead.
Ooh.
There's
He's
also-
dead.
Oh, he's dead?
He had
Okay.
he had 14
Good.
HP left.
Good.
So if
Fucker.
he's dead, then I would have told the charmed monster one to be like, "Oh my god, yeah. Hey, could you tell us where your master's from?"
Okay, so I guess that's the end of combat because anyone who is an antagonist is dead.
Yeah.
Hugo is just smashing the Mind Flayer's head into the ground. He's just... It's just mush at this point.
You mean when Percy's kicking into the wraith skull?
Yeah, yeah.
Do I gotta roll again to see if I'm unstunned?
No, you're unstunned. I'll say that it's only lasts for a minute, so I'd say easily
I'm trying to
enough.
put out the fire.
Yeah, okay.
Octavian!
Oh,
I
yeah.
I'm sitting on the couch with the mind flayer.
Octavian!
It's fine. It's fine.
As the house
Charms-
slowly encompasses in
That
flame.
body of yours.
Gus, honey, could you do something about that?
Gus,
Okay, well, no. Would the ability to instantly snuff out a candle, torch, or small campfire be able to put out the fire?
I'll say a small campfire, yes, because everything's on fire, but it hasn't. Well, no, it would have spread, so it's hard. Give me an Arcana check.
Antiques! These
see if
are
I have a-
antiques!
An Arcana check by Gus. 12.
12. He could attempt it, but he doesn't know if he would get all the fires. Mars, you are frantically running around trying to extinguish the fires. Give me a intelligence check to see if you can figure out how to put these fires out.
Just straight int.
Straight intelligence.
9.
9. You get a couple of the fires out, but not before some of the books are incinerated. Like this lovely globe in the corner that's completely ruined. So it does damage, but you get the fire out before it consumes the entire house.
That's good.
It's fine.
I'm gonna
I was
take the
looking-
mind flayer
I
to
was
a
gonna
parlor.
sell all this stuff anyway. This was all dad stuff.
I'm gonna take the mind flayer into a parlor and sit down on the couch with him. I still look like a mind flayer, and I'm gonna say, so like, where are you from originally? Like, where did you come from? Like, where do you work?
And he's completely friendly to you, correct?
Yes, he's friendly to me.
He doesn't speak. He telepathically communicates.
Oh, okay.
But in your head you hear, well, we're from Uzbek.
Uzbek. Okay. All right. That's very interesting. And where is that on the material plane?
He nods and says, "It is in the material plane. It's located in the Underdark."
Oh,
Can
it's
I
in the
roll
under.
a history check to see if I recognize that name?
Go ahead.
Would you get there through to dark core, black core, whatever it's called?
I got a 12.
A 12. You've never heard of it? You've never heard of it. Yeah, with a 12, yeah, it's not something you're familiar with. Especially it being in the Underdark. But you ask if you can get to it through Black Core?
Yeah.
He kind of says, no, it's on the other side of the world. Black Core
Oh.
Black Core is on one continent, this is below another.
Okay. All right. Okay. Um. That's so interesting. Um. Is there an elder brain?
He kind of looks a little confused, and he's like,
It's okay.
it's complicated.
It's complicated. I understand. Um. Let's see. What other questions do I have? Oh, Arthur Sim. Tell me about Arthur Sim. Tell me everything you know. I'm
Tell
so
him-
curious.
Tell us what exactly his whole snapping his fingers and saying there's a consequence thing was.
Yeah. What is that? What does that mean?
He goes, well, if he decided that you were a big enough threat, he was going to have Dextros plummet from the sky.
Oh, did he do that?
He had contacts in there, and they shut off the mechanisms keeping it floating, so I can assume it did plummet.
That's what that.
Hugo's face is just.
What's extra system?
He
Oh,
starts
that's-
seething in rage.
Oh God. Fuck. So.
Oh
funny.
no, the people we had working at Hugo's shop.
What if fucking the entire city? Everyone's dead.
We don't know any of them.
All of Gus's immediate family members, all of his 7,000 rat and mice family members are all dead.
Oh no, that one guy you made throw up one time.
Yeah, he's dead too.
The
Well.
mind flayer says, well, not everyone would die from the impact, but you can assume a lot would. That was the point, though. It was more of a message to say, if you continue to meddle in my affairs, things like this will happen.
Well, it's fine. We'll just say that Kern did it. That'll be great. Okay, so do you take is Arthurson in charge of everything?
Yes, he decides our plans. He has us sent to certain cities. Lately, after your meddling, he's been assigning more of my kind to positions in cities. But originally, it was just men he could easily manipulate.
For protection?
Well, yes, to keep the business running.
Is your so
Do you
big
know
and
where
strong?
Arthur Sin is?
Yeah, do you know where he
Uzbekistan.
is? Okay, that's right. I already asked that.
Yeah. Well, you asked their home city, and he said.
Oh, true. Okay. Is Arthur Sin the one that controls you mentally like an elder brain would?
He looks confused again. Like something's not, like almost like something's blocking knowledge that you need.
It's okay, take your time.
And let me roll for him to see if he can break free. Oh, no, I don't want that. No, bad.
I'll just hold his hand and be like, I believe in you. I have no more bardic inspirations left. I used them all, so I'm just gonna use my charm and wit. What is it? I don't know what.
Oh.
He's like, I can't.
He almost rolled high enough, but he goes, and you see his eyes like there's thoughts rushing through his mind, but nothing is solidifying.
What's your name?
He goes, oh, my name?
Yeah, what's your name?
Grinald.
Grinald. Well, Grinald, I have a question for you, Grinald. Do you work for Arthur Sin freely, or is your will being subjugated?
Again, he like there's something going on in his head, and you see it, his
Okay.
mind ticking.
It's okay. Take your time.
Let me roll.
Don't
I
push
really
him too
want-
hard.
I really want to talk to you about it.
Just not rolling high enough to break it. He's like, no, I believe it's willingly.
You believe that that's not a very convincing
I have
answer.
I have an idea, but it's very risky. I could
What's your-
cast Dispel Magic,
You could. That might work.
but
But
it'll
also-
also dispel the
It'll
spell
dispel
you've
the
got him
charm.
on.
That's right. Oh no.
Can you ask him if he knows if he's under some sort of spell?
Well, of course he knows he's under a spell. He's under my spell.
Other than
charm.
your charm?
If I were to get you something to shield your mind, would that break your connection to Arthurson, giving you free will yet again?
I'll roll again. No, wrong one.
Fingers crossed.
A 2 and an 8.
Damn.
He goes, I'm not quite sure, and he looks confused. You get
It's
the
okay.
you get the feeling something there. You through your communication with him, something in his mind is blocking the knowledge you are trying to ascertain. Whether it be a charm effect or something similar to an elder brain, you are not sure, but something
Yeah, 'cause
is
if it's
blocking.
something like an elder brain, then dispelling
work.
the charm will just get us all killed.
Yeah.
But something is
Well,
blocking the knowledge you seek.
I pull out our like world map, and I just am like, can you point out the entrance to this town?
Yeah, go right ahead. Here's a little pencil.
He goes, oh, okay. And he like scans the map, and he says, right here. And he points to a southern continent that you all know as oh, hold on, about to sneeze.
Poutine.
No, not Pootie.
Papita.
What is it called?
Putan.
Oh, do I recognize Putan?
Give me a history check.
Ooh, that's an 18 or 20. That's a 20.
20. Putan, it's known. A lot of people know
Okay.
about it. Not a lot of people live. Not a lot of people live there. It's on the southern pole of the world, so it's frozen over. So there's a couple of coastal cities, but the interior is unknown. No one's explored it yet.
So I'm gonna do something, and I don't want you to think ill of me, but I am going to use detect thoughts on you, so I can delve into your mind and I can see what this city looks like. Okay?
He nods and says that is fine.
Yes. So I'm going to use my psychic abilities, and I'm going to use detect thoughts and try to get a look at what this city looks like
All right.
from within his mind.
Since he's willing, he doesn't like have a saving throw or anything like that,
Nope,
correct?
no saving throw if he's willing.
All right. So you peer into his mind.
Quote unquote's willing.
Yeah.
You
Well, I
peer
mean,
into
he is under the spell.
He's under the spell.
Yeah, but it's sort of like saying the same way as sort of like putting somebody under a truth serum, being
Yeah.
willingly giving you information.
So you dive
He's a
into
mind
his,
player trying to kill us.
you dive into his mind, and you see flashes of memories of him eating a brain, him
Oh, okay.
orchestrating some kind of deal, and eventually you push deeper into his memories, into older memories, and you see a city in a large cavern, but it's got light shining from above. And as you
cool.
kind of peer around, you see that it is underground, but it's under a layer of ice. So there's still a
I
little...
also
Yes.
I whisper in Octavian's ear, also make sure you get how to get in and out of that city.
Good point. Entrances, exits.
Okay, so you see, as you're peering through, you see the city. It is underground, under a layer of a thick layer of ice, and
This
you start to probe for entrances and exits,
Uh-huh.
and you see these large elevators that climb up to the surface and then descend back down.
Interesting.
And they're
Does-
dotted all over the city, but those look like the main entrances in and out.
Interesting.
does the Underdark count as a different realm?
No, it's the same.
It's
as
just,
the material plane.
yeah, it's just underground.
Oh, then yeah, we don't really need entrances or exits unless it's an emergency. We can just teleport in and out.
That's why I'm looking at the city with his brain.
I'm not sure if I'm entirely comfortable with giving you the ring, but okay.
It's fine. It'll be perfectly fine. All right, Mind Flare friend. I'm going to attempt to try and through my through the power of psychic.
Jesus Christ.
I'm trying to be like as much like David Blaine or Chris Angel as possible. Be like through
Okay.
the power of psychic telekinesis or telepathy. I will delve into your mind. Telephonesis. I will determine why you are incapable of telling us about Arthur Sin.
All right. So as you dig deeper into his mind, you can see he's still, he's relatively calm, but he slowly starts to twitch a little as you dig deeper and deeper, until eventually
okay.
you find a memory of him lying on a table. So from his point of view, you're on the table looking up at a array of candles. And then you see a man kind of lean over, adjust his glasses, pull out a scalpel, and just begin working on the Mind Flayer's forehead.
Oh, he cut out parts of his brain?
Give me an intelligence check, Octavian.
An intelligence check. Here I go.
Intelligence. Octavian's best stat.
It's not that bad. I got a 15.
15. It hurts. You can feel the memory hurting, and you feel the Mind Flayer kind of trying to break from his binds, and eventually he just goes slack. As you see him pull something out, examine it, holds it in his palm, it begins to glow, and then he slowly inserts it back in.
Okay.
So it is a spell.
I will pull it back. I will retrieve from his mind. Now, Mind Flare, I have peered into your past, and I have seen that your mind has been altered in some sort of way. My friends here and I could aid you in that process. We could heal you. Mark, you have greater restoration.
No.
You don't have it.
I could probably find materials for it, but how long does this charm spell last?
1 hour.
Can I roll to see if I can find it before that's over?
Give me an investigation check as you frantically tear through the house.
Could I use my advantage to be like I'm sniffing for it?
I'll say you have advantage because it is your house.
Okay.
You're familiar with. You're like, oh, I think I know where they keep things, so I'll give you advantage.
Ripping drawers out.
My God.
My God.
I got a 6 and a fucking 8.
I can't help you. I have no more bardic inspiration.
Can I just because the dice bot clearly hates me today, can I use my physical dice?
I'll let you use your physical dice.
To be fair, I won't take the advantage this time.
Okay.
You get a 1.
A 14 plus a 1, so a 15.
It takes you about 30. What are the spell materials you need?
I forget. I always forget Greater Restoration.
Also, can you cast Greater Restoration? Do you still have a spell slot to cast it?
I should.
Oh.
Greater Restoration isn't that high of a spell. Yeah, I've got 1 more left. Thank God.
Okay, and what are the materials?
The materials, components, diamond dust worth at least 100 gold coins.
We can find diamonds. Your family probably has diamonds worth 100, right?
Yeah.
And Hugo can crush them with his hammer.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I can just literally go into any of my mom's rooms and probably just find some diamonds.
Yes, her wedding rings. Destroy them. Destroy.
I mean, they don't mean anything to me. It's not; those were brand new. They're not like antiques or anything.
You gotta snort a line of diamond dust, and then you can do the spell.
That must look so weird with my trunk.
Yeah.
Okay, here I go, casting Greater Restoration on a Mind Flayer.
All right, so you cast it. Would this break the
Yep.
charm spell?
No.
No,
No?
because it is
All
not
right.
a
It's not Dispel Magic.
yeah.
Okay. So you cast it, and you see the Mind Flayer's forehead begin to glow. And as it does, you see this little piece of metal kind of like push out and fall out of the wound. And it
Ooh.
clatters to the ground.
I picked that up.
It's this tiny little piece of silver, almost like a coin, with a couple runes engraved on it.
I have a question.
Yes.
Yeah. Does the Greater Restoration spell turn Mind Flayers back into the people that they were?
That is a very good question. I will look that up.
Let me
real quick.
read.
Yeah.
Metamorphosis.
You imbue a creature you touch with positive energy to undo debilitating effects. You can... Wait, is that Greater Restoration? I clicked the wrong spell. Da-da-da-da. You can reduce the target's exhaustion level by 1 or end one of the following effects on the target. One effect that charmed or petrified the target. One curse, including the target's attunement to a cursed magic item. Any reduction to one of the target's ability scores. One effect reducing the target's hit point maximum.
So it does break the charm.
It would. Well, if it's a
you
curse.
could target it though.
Well, it says specifically curse.
No, but Metamorphosis isn't a curse. It's
Yeah,
a physical
it's a
thing
physical
done.
thing. I from what I looked up, it also if they're infected with the tadpole, you can remove it. But if they already go through the metamorphosis, it's too late.
Okay.
Yeah, like I
okay.
said, it specifically says curse.
Yeah. All right. So but the metal thing is out of his brain.
Yes. But
my friend, we've healed you.
he kind of like you see
We
it.
healed him.
He suddenly changes and his demeanor changes. He's less friendly and more panicked as he scans the room.
It's okay. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Give
We've
me
healed you.
give me a persuasion check.
Everything is perfectly okay. 28.
28. He panics, but as he sees the situation, he kind of like he's very badly hurt. He kind of
Right.
leans back into the chair or the couch, and his demeanor changes to very standoffish, but he's listening. And he goes, what?
We have decided to spare your life. And on top of that, we have saved you. We have removed the weird silver thing from your mind.
Arthur Sin seems to have been trying to replace whatever force guides you. An Elder Brain, I believe it's called.
He kind of says, my connection was severed, yes. And he kind of
Are
like...
you reconnected?
Because I'd have to get closer.
Oh, so you're a free agent at this moment.
Kind of scans the room at the moment.
Why don't we strike a deal then?
You be our friend.
We hate Arthur Sin. You clearly hate Arthur Sin.
He, she, we, Arthur Sin.
And my church has steady connection of people close to death. People who wouldn't be missed.
Give me a persuasion
Mars?
check, Mars.
16.
16. He kind of like tense his fingers up. Yes. Kind of puts his fingers in a little tent, and he goes, I could see to that working. He goes, I don't remember much about Arthur Sin, but I do remember being captured and severed.
I've told you once before, Octavian, being around you was going to corrupt Mars.
Yeah.
This is his corruption arc finally reaching its peak.
You won't kill any innocent people.
And in exchange, the Church of Mira will supply you with elderly who are on death's door.
I'd also like to point
Oh,
out Tulpa is still dead.
I don't know if we should feed him dead people.
I was saying in the sense that you might
I
want to
mean-
revive him, but that's up to you.
Well, no. I'm just talking about in general about feeding him people at death's door.
Well, there's the issue, though. If we don't feed them, they're just going to kill people.
Well, they can eat animal brains, can you not?
Why aren't we killing this thing?
Because in all honesty, we kind of need help. This guy snuck up on us and kind of almost kicked our ass.
He
I
kind
feel
of
fine.
looks at you all and says, if you're planning on going after Arthur's sin, and you hear this in all your heads, he goes, you should know Uzbea is not a friendly city. It is a Durgar and Drow city.
Oh, that's fine.
And mind flayers. You would not be accepted. You would most likely
Honey.
be enslaved. Or killed.
Enslave this girl. I couldn't.
All right, I have
still
help
look like a
yourself.
mind
I can look
flayer, I
like
hope you
something
know.
else.
He kind of looks and says, I could see to having a deal arranged. I'm no longer connected to my elder brain, and quite frankly, I don't know how I would get home at the current position that I am in.
Can mind flayers? I want to look that up now. Can mind flayers eat animal brains?
Yeah, they can eat animal brains.
As long as it's a brain.
It's
Oh,
not
then-
preferred. They prefer sentient creatures with more sophisticated brainwaves. But they can eat animal brains.
Well, that's the thing. I'm trying to make a deal with this guy so that these people don't start coming after us again.
There is no deal making here. There is no way we can trust him.
That's a good point. All right.
Who,
Mind
me or
Flayer.
Hugo?
Hugo. Would you like for us to take you back to the city?
He goes, that would be preferable.
You could get revenge against Arthur's sin for subjugating your will.
Oh, I intend to. I will gather up my brothers and we will track him down and destroy him.
Hugo, does that sound fun?
What brothers when his brothers are also under his control? I would assume.
We could free. I'm assuming if we kill Arthur's sin, they won't be enslaved anymore.
You don't know.
Oh. Let's just say that we take you back to the city and you aid us in killing Arthur's sin. And then you can free your Mind Flayer friends. But Arthur's sin must die.
He goes, of course. Arthur's sin must be eliminated.
Yes.
Because if you're willing to take
Hugo?
me back, I could see to that. But again, you would not be welcome in my city. So, I don't know how well you'd blend in.
I'm pretty
These
sure I could
two
fit
can
in there.
disguise themselves.
Yeah.
You could attempt it.
And I'm sure you could be creative in ways to make me look like someone who's just serving you.
Oh, Mars, I thought you'd never ask.
No, look, we have to really think about this. There are many ways that they can identify us. I mean, if we're dealing with a city of mind flayers, there is nothing stopping them from reading our minds. Disguise or
Well, it's Mind Flayers, Drow, and
Duragar.
Dwarves.
Yeah.
Duragar. We could all try and get rings of mind shielding, which would prevent them from reading our minds.
You could attempt that.
They're pretty I believe they're uncommon magic items. They're not that expensive. We could probably procure a few of those.
there's a lot of planning we have to do.
Yes.
We can't just go there.
Well, yes, of course. It's not like we were going to just grab this Mind Flayer's hand and teleport into the center of the city.
That's what it sounded like.
Well, I mean,
No.
yeah, that would have been a really stupid idea. I mean, I don't know who would
No.
have thought of that.
We're reckless, but not stupid, Hugo.
A ring of mind shielding is uncommon.
Yes, we could get a ring of mind shielding. That would protect us from them reading our minds. We could also look into getting amulets of proof against detection. So they wouldn't be able to scry on us either. Yes. Which I believe are also uncommon.
The consequences of our actions.
So wait, Dextros went down, right?
As far as you know, it's gone down.
What? Okay, so what is the city that Dextros docks at?
Blackcore.
Blackcore.
Blackcore. Okay. So
Wait, didn't the city dock when we left?
It was docked when you left. You don't know
And
where it
didn't
is.
you say that it? Didn't you say that it docks for like 3 days?
It does, but time in the Shadowfell is loosey-goosey. So you don't know if they're still docked. You don't know if they've moved on.
And Dextros go up and then collapse and then slam into Blackcore?
Yeah.
It could have. You don't know.
Worried about. Hugo's like, we need to go to Blackcore.
Well,
If
I don't
we-
think we can if it's still there.
Yeah, if we teleport into the center of the city and it's like collapsed, we'll die.
We don't have to teleport into the center of the city. We can teleport outside of the city.
Oh, onto the mountainside.
You could.
All right.
That's up to you.
Do you want to go?
Well, but then we'd have to stay there for a day. So if it's not there anymore, we're kind of screwed.
Not really.
What if it's... We're gonna teleport into there, and then everyone's gonna go, we don't know how, but you're responsible for this. And we're gonna go, oh no.
The consequences of our actions. How did I know that something like this was going to happen? Damn it, Octavian! Angry fist shaking at the sky.
I have recently procured a spell that will aid us in possibly helping people if we do go to Blackcore.
And that would be...
Mirage Arcane.
And that does.
I can create. You make terrain in an area up to 1 mile square. Look, smell, and even feel like some other sort of terrain. The area's general shape remains the same. However, open fields or roads could be made to resemble a swamp, or a hill, a crevasse, some other difficult, impassable terrain. A pond can be made to seem to look like a grassy meadow. A precipice like a gentle slope, or a rock-strewn gully like a wide and smooth road. Similarly, you can alter the appearance of structures and add them where they are not present. The spell doesn't disguise, conceal, or add creatures. The illusion includes audible, visual, tactile, and olfactory elements, so it can turn clear ground into difficult terrain and vice versa, or otherwise impede movement through the area. Any piece of the illusionary terrain, such as a rock or a stick, that is removed from the spell's area immediately disappears. Creatures with true sight can see through the illusion of the terrain's true effect. However, all of the other elements of the illusion remain. So while the creature is aware that it is illusion, they can still physically interact with the illusion. So if I need to, I can create like a 1 mile sized for 10 days a camp, if need be, for like refugees or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what would you guys like to attempt?
Let's go to Blackcore.
Okay. Where in Blackcore?
I say we should try to procure the magic items first.
We can procure them there.
I thought... Didn't Logan say that there wasn't really a magic store in that city?
No, you never attempted.
We never really looked around. I'm sure there is. It's a pretty major city that docks a whole other major city.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my arm around Mars's on his shoulder and say, and also, if there's a lot of dead people, we can take their rings of mind shielding and proof against detection amulets, as they won't be using them anymore, assuming that people have those in the wreckage.
So,
I turn to the Mind Flayer. Are you fine with staying here for a few days?
because it's preferable
Do
to
you-
death.
Do you have a disguise?
Fuck, can they disguise?
No,
I
I don't
yeah, I
think
don't
so.
think they can either. I'm just checking real quick. Yeah, they can't. They can float.
Without a spell.
It's not an Alhoon, so.
Yeah, he's on an Alhoon.
But he goes, well, unfortunately, I would be the only one remaining in this residence, seeing as, and he kind of gestures, my brothers and I took care of your, how you say, workers?
Acolytes? You killed
Acolytes.
all of them?
Under Arthur's orders, yes.
There were at least like 20 people here.
Spongy people.
He goes, yes, and there were more of me. There were more of my brothers here than you'd like to think. He left with 3 because he thought that would be an adequate force to deal with you 3, which was unfortunately
Wise.
wrong. But I don't see anyone coming to this house anytime soon.
Except for
Oh.
Kern.
Oh, fuck.
Oh yes, Kern.
You get the
He
idea,
should
though.
be arriving soon.
Kern would be a couple days out.
Couple days? I thought it was weeks.
Well, you don't know how long you've been in the Shadowfell.
Oh, true.
So you don't know if he could be arriving any minute. He could be arriving in a couple weeks.
Oh fuck, Tulpa!
Yeah, Tulpa's dead.
Bring him back.
Yeah. I can't. Has it been more than an hour?
No, it's been like 45 minutes. Because it took you 30 minutes to find the materials to cast Greater Restoration, and I said you've been talking for about 15 minutes.
Oh wait, resurrection works on anyone who's been dead for less than a century, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You have the material components to cast that spell.
I can probably find a diamond worth 1,000 gold.
You might be able to. You can give me an investigation check and we'll see.
Goes back to my mom's rooms. 20.
20?
There's just a big fucking diamond on the middle of her desk.
How did I see that before?
You search thoroughly through her office. You don't really find anything. So as a last resort, you check your father's office. And you do find on the bottom of his desk a secret compartment. And inside you find a bag of about 100 gold worth of gems. And then 1 large diamond worth about 1,000 gold and a journal.
I'll read you later. But like just gems worth 1,000 gold?
Mm-hmm. Well,
Wow.
a gem sack worth 100 and then 1 diamond worth 1,000.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just adding things to my inventory so I remember for later. Okay, I go back, cast the spell on Tulpa.
All right. Yep. You see Tulpa's eyes flicker open, and he's got blood strewn down his face. He kind of like wipes it off his eyes, and he's like, what? And he sees the mind flayer and immediately faints. But he's alive.
Fair enough. Fair
But
enough.
he's
Tulpa.
alive! All right, we head back to Black Core. I say we rest first.
Yes, because we'll have to explain to Tulpa why he's going to have to tolerate one of these mind flayers living in the house for a few days.
Yeah.
All right. So you all get a long rest.
Oh, thank God.
Da-da-da-da-da. Bag worth 100 G.
I go to sleep for the first time in a long time.
You go to sleep.
Oh my god.
I I don't know if it's entirely wise leaving the Mind Flayer unattended, so I will take first watch.
All right. As the rest of your compatriots go off to sleep, you settle down in the office with the Mind Flayer, who, after a few minutes, enters a meditative state similar to sleep for himself.
And I'll read the journal while I'm waiting.
All right. What languages do you speak?
Common and Loxodon.
Then you would know this is Loxodon. As you skim through it, it's oddly enough, it's kind of just a day-to-day journal of his life where he lists what happened, and it dates back a couple years, not too far. You get the idea, maybe 2 years of journal entries, so maybe half of the book is full. But it's just random, like, oh, today, this happened and this happened. Nothing significant. However, as you approach the tail end of the pages that he had written, you see that his writings became more... What's the word?
Frantic?
Not frantic. Like, he actually began to write more and more. Where originally it was like a couple sentences, now it's a couple paragraphs. And they just start to explain how... Where'd my mouse go? Sorry. It starts to explain how something happened with Juno, something that he had no control over was affecting her, and he was desperately searching for a cure.
Jesus, Mom didn't even tell him what was going on.
So he's like fanatically writing things down.
Pretty much.
Well, I always knew it wasn't exactly a loving marriage, and here we go. Here we are.
But that's about it. It's not like anything groundbreaking. It's just kind of a day-to-day journal of his life for the last 2 years.
Can I roll some sort of investigation to make sure there's nothing, like, hidden about it?
Give me an investigation check.
I have no idea.
Yep. It just seems like a normal journal.
I put it down.
All right. I'll say the first 4 hours go by, and the Mind Flayer eventually kind of like reawakens, and he just surveys the room. He gets up, he like looks at the burnt books. But it's whoever wants to take second watch.
We'll take second watch.
Yeah, I go up and wake not Octavian, Hugo, because I don't expect Hugo to be able to overpower a Mind Flayer.
Or Octavian to overpower a Mind Flayer?
Yeah, fuck. What is wrong with my brain today?
I don't know, Mind Flayers.
Oh shit, I probably didn't get a long rest yet then, huh?
Not yet. You'd have to go after the third watch. You'd get one, but you get a little sleep.
I gotta do math. I was at 72 health, and then I used up quite a few spells. Okay. I think that was everything.
All right. So you take the next watch?
Yep.
All right. It goes by quite uneventful. The Mind Flayer just seems to be keeping himself busy. He's just reading some of the books off the wall, the ones that weren't destroyed. He doesn't seem antagonistic. He just kind of seems like he's like, this is going to be fine agreement. And he just kind of is waiting for whatever is supposed to happen to happen. But
Third watch.
third watch.
Hugo is just like, go ahead, make my day.
Yeah.
Give me an excuse.
Pulls out your gun.
Yeah, yeah.
Try me, bitch.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, we need to descend the stairs.
Yeah.
And the
curlers
mind-
in my hair.
Do you have Gus Gus with you at least?
No, Gus Gus is asleep.
No.
It's fine. It's fine.
But the Mind Flayer sees you enter and he nods, and you take a seat. You get a long rest at this point because it's been 8 hours, so.
Yes. My eyes flutter open. The sound of birds.
It's early morning. It's like... It's early morning, yeah. Sun's coming up
Open the
soon.
window. My hand out for birds to land on it.
But the Mind Flayer just doesn't really talk much. He's just waiting. He's like, whatever they need to do, get it done. But he seems to be all on board with your plan.
All right. With my passive insight of 22,
Uh-huh.
I feel like he's lying to us.
That's a very good question. He doesn't seem to be lying. It's more or less he doesn't have much choice.
Okay.
Because he can... You know he can plane shift. Wait, can plane shift actually take him home? I need to know.
If he goes to another plane and then plane shifts back to the
Yes.
material plane, yeah, so technically, yes.
But you get the idea that it's less... It's not more like, oh, they're going to help me. It's like, I can use them to
Okay.
affect my own goals. So rather than being like, I'll just head back home, he's kind of like, this might work out better. So he's along with the plan for now, is what you gather with
Okay.
the passive insight.
Okay.
Tulpa eventually wakes up and he comes down and he's cleaned himself up, but he brings a tray of food and he like sets it next to you and he's the whole time locked eyes on the Mind Flayer, just not looking away.
Topo, thank you so much for this food. This will be the first time I've eaten in a very long time. Tea and cucumber sandwiches.
Yep.
Oh, so Tulpa's awake now, and we can explain to him why there's a Mind Flayer in the house.
Yes. Well, Octavian can. He's the one down there.
Yeah. Topa, this is our new friend. His name is
Granault.
Granault. He is a Mind Flayer. But they are going to be aiding us in this endeavor. They are to be kind and friendly and not harm you. Isn't that right, Granault?
He nods and says, I have no intention of harming your servant.
Insight
Harming
check.
your servant. Okay, make an insight check.
It's good. Two, 17.
17? He seems on the up and up. It's more or less like, I'm not going to jeopardize this partnership.
Yes. He is also going to help you with cleaning the house, being that he can levitate and float up to spaces where you can't reach.
He shoots you a side-eyed glance, and Tulpa's like,
He
no,
can
that...
also-
Tulpa's like, that won't be necessary. I can attend to the cleaning. It'll be just
No,
me
it's
and him.
fine. He can hold many feather dusters in his tentacles.
The Mind Flayer's like, I did not agree to that, but if it strengthens our partnership, I suppose I can lend aid to this human. Or,
Yes.
not human. To this Tulpa, as you call him?
Yes, this Tulpa. We are not sure what Tulpa's race is.
He's a changeling. I'm just gonna retcon that he's a
Yeah, 'cause
changeling,
we-
and he can be whatever I want.
Yeah, he's a changeling.
Yeah, because he constantly keeps flip-flopping between human and Loxodon.
We never know what Tulpa is, so Tulpa's a changeling.
I'm fine with that.
Yes.
That's on me,
Yes.
but I'm fine with that.
All right. Well, I take a very loud slurp of my tea. Ah, delicious. I set it down. Thank you so much, Tulpa. That was delicious.
He goes, of course, and he leaves the room, and you hear him every now and then humming to himself, cleaning the other rooms.
So, Gilgamesh, do you have any favorite, particular thing? Do you have any hobbies?
He goes, well, back in Uzbaya,
Okay.
I was a competent librarian.
Ah, so you enjoy books.
because I very much enjoy books. And you see, he's got a couple on the couch that weren't destroyed that he's thumbing through every now and then.
A particular question to ask you, if that's the case. If you are, I'm unironically want to pick your brain. Do you, by any chance, know of a book that could bolster my influence charismatically?
Make a persuasion
Looking
check.
for that book you're looking for that book you gave.
Yeah. What do you want me to make?
Persuasion.
Persuasion. 31.
He goes, well, I've come across tomes like that in the past. Not something a mind flayer can use, so I've passed it off to Drow or Durgar for a fair price.
Okay. All right.
But
And these are in the city?
They might be. I don't know what the Drow or the Durgar did with them, but they might be.
Interesting, interesting. Good to know. Excellent. Well, Geek Freak, it was a very good time to meet you.
Yes, and likewise to you. And at that
Yes.
point,
It's
it's
fucking stab you.
it is now morning, so you all rise and you all get a full long rest. And as you descend the stairs, you see Octavian and Grinal just chatting quietly as Tulpa.
I'm in my sleeping robes with curlers in my hair.
Mars, you immediately notice Tulpa is pressed up against the wall, just quietly listening.
What's going on?
You startle him. He's like, "Oh, nothing. I'm making sure that nothing untoward happens, or if I need to make a run for the town."
Fuck all you all. I'm running away.
What is he gonna do?
I don't know. Burn the house down. All right,
Which
friends.
guess almost did.
Yeah. He's very smart, so powerful. So, friends, I say we teleport back to Blackcore.
All right.
Try to see if we can find these items in which we are looking for. If Dextros is nearby, I don't really know if there's really much aid we can lend them. But we can purchase these magic items, and then we can head off to this Underdark city, and finally gangbang Arthur Sin.
I will not be banging him.
Not with your
Unless
gun?
it's with my hammer.
Or your gun?
I'm gonna smash him with the hammer.
The Mind Flayer looks confused. He's like, I thought we were going to destroy Arthurson, not partake in an orgy?
No. Gangbang means something else.
Good deception check.
Yes.
Look, this is just how we talk to each other.
Yeah.
Octavian used to be a skeleton, and he kind of drove us all insane.
35.
He's like, all right, we shall gangbang Arthurson together.
That's correct. We
Don't
shall
ever say that to anyone.
Arthurson together.
Don't ever say that to anyone. He's lying to you.
No, say it to everyone you know. Make sure that is what mind flayers use when they refer to beating up someone together.
Can we please get on with Blackcore?
Yes.
All right, so
Who has
you
the
all,
ring?
whoever had it last, I think it's never really left Mars's hand.
Me.
Hugo holds out his hand for the ring.
Why do you need it?
Take us to Blackcore.
Yeah, I can just take us to Blackcore. We've been there
No.
once.
But he's the most familiar with it, so he has a higher chance of not
Yes.
fucking it up.
Yes, but then he has to... Fine, whatever.
Give me the ring, Mars.
I already gave it to you.
Cast it
you.
into the fire!
Just never give it to Octavian. I'm trusting you.
I will
I
not.
don't trust you. I do not trust you with the ability to teleport.
Okay.
All right. What am I rolling for that? Is that like a D100? Right.
I'm opening the spell as we speak, if I can.
I want to say it's purely a percentage roll.
There we go. I'm just getting this chart up. Okay. So you are very familiar. So go ahead and roll a D100.
What am I shooting for? High or low?
High.
Okay. Good to know. 66.
Okay, yeah, you're fine. You both. Where are you teleporting? Like on the outside where the city gates are, or directly inside?
Yeah, the gate. The
All
gate.
right. So you all voomp into a small circle and reappear in the biting cold winds of a mountainside.
Was it this weather when we left the first time?
You've never seen the outside of Blackcore. You were only in the interior. And
What season was it when we left?
well, it's in the mountains, so it's always cold. So
Okay.
it's like in a mountain range. It's not like just a mountain all by itself. It's like this. It's like the Alps. It's always snowing.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
But
Oh, it's so cold.
you can feel. I was about to say yes. For the first time in a while, you feel the cold.
Ah,
It's cold. You do not have winter clothes.
I don't.
Well, let
Clothing.
me ask you, what Blackhor? That's a super industrial city, right?
It's borderline. It's kind of a smithing city.
I would imagine that because it has a whole other city that docks with. I would imagine it's a pretty warm city.
Yes, but the
It's
outside.
in a mountain.
Yeah, it's
in a mountain.
it's enclosed. You're at the city gate, but you're not inside, so it is cold. You're still vulnerable to the elements.
I'm gonna look around. Do I see a giant smoldering pile of city?
Not in your immediate view. No, you do see maybe 5 or 6 dwarven guards standing at the gate, kind of wide-eyed, just staring at the 4 counting sphere, standing
Nope.
at the entrance.
Don't look surprised. Let us in. It's cold out here.
Like, oh, of course, and the gates slowly open.
Catch my death. God, I'm still in my bathrobe. It's my
Why
curlers.
didn't you get dressed?
Oh, fine. I clap my hands and my clothes become a beautiful kind of, the witch in the Lion, the Witch in the Wardrobe, that big poofy coat that she wears.
Oh God.
Vaguely.
Yeah, it's that. It's
I'll catch my death.
yeah, catch my death. Question, I say to one of the dwarves as we pass by. Any news from Dextrous? Do you know when they will be docking next?
They kind of like look, crestfallen. They go, "We lost all communication with Dextros a number of hours ago."
Okay. They were docked with the city how long ago?
Maybe 4 days.
Oh. So we aren't that. 4 days, okay. All right.
Where does anyone know where Dextroth is?
Yeah,
Landed?
where
Well-
was their flight path?
From what I understand, they were headed out to the north above the mountain range to continue on their normal route. Gauging by how long it takes them to travel, they could have been in the fields of plenty.
So yeah, Dextrous has fallen out of the sky
They kind of
and
like
crashed.
shoot you a quizzical look, like how would you be aware of this?
I would be aware of this because I am smarter than you. And I will not be taking questions at this time.
Hugo's gonna look around to see
Why
if
would
there's
you
like
just
any
say that?
smoke or anything.
Yeah.
Make a perception check.
11.
11. The wind is the snow flurries are kind of blocking your vision. You don't really see much beyond the entrance to the gate. You can maybe see like 20 feet ahead of you.
Oh, I need to reset up my spells.
Yes, we have been made aware that a dastardly evil person has essentially Iron Solutions is the result of Dextrous falling from the sky.
The
You
guards
mean responsible?
Responsible, yes.
kind of like, well, that's new information. We to be honest, we don't know much of what happened with Dextros. We just lost communication. Search parties have been sent out from neighboring cities, but nothing has been found quite yet.
Oh God, that's so bad. Other question: is there a magic shop in town where we could procure some rather nice items of sorts?
Well, there's the Pontiff.
Oh my God, the Pontiff! It's a religious store.
Former religious man. Former religious man? That doesn't sound right. A former man of the cloth
Ah, yes.
opened it after becoming, and he never shuts up about it, becoming disenfranchised with religion.
He's on a Lexodon, is he?
Because, no, I believe he's a tabaxi.
Okay, cool. That'd been real awkward. All right, thank you so much. I'm gonna walk inside with my big coat.
All right. You enter, and it's much warmer now inside.
Oh, God.
But you do see there's a little bit of hustle and bustle on the upper levels, which is where you are. You also didn't ask for directions, so you don't know where the Pontiff Magic Shop is, but you could easily ask.
Yeah, I'll walk up to someone. I'll be like, "Hi, hello." I'm dressed in as I walk over, my coat kind of shifts and turns into like vacationer outfit, like a vacation not a hula skirt. What is it? Hawaiian shirt with
Hawaiian
like
shirt.
shorts and like flip flops and sunglasses, and be like, "Hi, yes, I'm a tourist. I was wondering. I was informed of a place called the Pontiff. I was wondering if you could point me in that direction."
It's like a woman and her children. She's like, it's just down that way, and she points to a staircase. She goes, it's located in the Nestlebrook area.
Nestlebrook area. Oh my God, thank you so much.
She goes, of course, just be careful. The Tabaxi and Lion Inn are a little closed off.
Like by
By their own volition.
Like societally or like physically?
Society.
Okay. Oh, that's not going to be a problem. And she walks away, and when she breaks eyesight, I'm going to spin and turn into a lionin.
All right.
You look like your boyfriend.
Yeah. A shorter version of him, because I can't. It's
Yeah, you
easier
can't do
to
height.
make. Yeah, I can do height, but it breaks the illusion. It's easier to determine that I'm not actually this if I alter my height, because if they go to smack me in the face and my head isn't there,
Yeah.
So, and I'm just posing like, oh, Martin.
All right. But you eventually make your way down the stairs to a very odd-looking area. Black Core itself is very rocky, very built into the mountain or out of it. This area has, like, trees and little gardens of grass. And you see these little floating lights kind of, like, dancing around them, just illuminating what looks like sunlight.
Oh my God, it's so pretty in here.
But you do see that the population of this small section is mostly Tabaxi and Lionin. And they see you, and they don't really give you a second glance, but they look at Mars and Hugo, and they kind of shoot, daggers.
These are my friends. Hi, hello. Oh my God.
They kind of give you a curious look as to why you're traveling with them, but they seem affable enough.
These are my brothers. We're all adopted. Our dad was a dwarf, and he adopted all of us when we were kidnapped by pirates from space. He saved us.
Make a deception.
Regrowing your brain.
Make a deception
Regrowing your
check.
brain really fucked up your lying skills.
24.
24. They go. They
Yes.
kind of like. Well, keep them in check.
That makes sense.
It's
Yes,
more.
they're
It's,
my brothers.
it's less they believe your story and more like just leave me alone.
They're very kind. No, but before you go. I'm looking for the Pontiff.
Yeah, and he points down, and you see a small shop a little ways down, kind of sitting out of the ramshackle buildings. This one has a large sign called the Pontiff, but you notice the building itself is made from natural woods, not hewn wood.
Hmm.
It's kind of like they just took
Interesting.
logs and built it out.
Well, thank you very much. I'm going to turn to my friends and be like, and now I'm going to say the traditional Lionin / Tabaxi goodbye. Asterix rar, Asterix XD.
They just kind of like raise an eyebrow and like huff and puff and walk on.
Okay.
Not being an idiot.
Look, Mars, touch my arm. Feel that? That's what skin feels like.
Wouldn't me touching your arm right now make it feel like fur?
No, I can't change the texture of the illusion.
Okay.
Like if you were to touch my arm, you would my arm is there, it's just not furry, it's just skin.
I got one better for you. I smack
Yeah.
you in the back of the head.
Please.
It hurts.
No.
But
Stop hurting.
Finally, I can hurt you again.
You can have always have hurted me. It's just now I can feel it.
But you guys eventually
I
head...
could only hurt you emotionally. Now I can hurt you physically.
Yeah.
Finally, revenge.
Walk to the Pontiff.
All right, it's
Open the door.
It's a small shop. And as you open it, there's a tinging of bells, and you see popping up from the counter is a tabaxi, an older tabaxi, who kind of has spectacles resting on his nose. He's like, "Oh, come in. How can I help you?"
Hi, yes. Me and my brothers here are looking for a very particular set of items, if you could possibly help us.
He goes, "Of course, I carry many items. What is it particularly you're looking for?"
We need 4 rings of mind shielding and 4 amulets of protection or protection against detection. I don't know the proper term, but something that will keep people from spying on us
All
Reading
right.
our minds.
and reading our minds for completely legal reasons. We're not thieves.
Hold on, I'm reading something. All right. He goes, "Well, rings of mind shielding. I have maybe 1 in my possession. I received it from this group of adventurers some time ago, and I've just kept it on the shelf." And he like pulls out a small box and he blows, and the dust comes off. And he opens it, and you see a little ring of mind shielding.
How much?
He goes, "Well, I could part with this for 4,000 gold."
4,000.
Yikes! Don't have that much. I have 1,359.
I don't think I have anywhere near that much.
Yeah, 4,000.
Surely
gold
you
for a ring
jest.
of- Yeah. Got a coupon.
He goes, I'm afraid that's just what I need the money for. You know, I bought it for a fair price, and I need to make some money back."
This is an uncommon item.
Can I roll an insight check?
Make an insight check.
13.
13. He seems to be honest. Like, he's just trying to get a good price out of it.
4,000 for a ring of mind shielding. Do you have any amulets of proof against detection?
He goes, "Unfortunately, I do not carry any of those."
Well, I'm sorry, sir, but we can't afford that outlandish price of ring of mind shielding. I could offer you something to lower the price, though.
He goes, "What do you have in mind?"
To not get blown up by the small mouse.
Yeah, this mouse is a bomb. No. How you're not married, are you?
He's like, "I'm happily married to my wife. We have 3 kids."
Oh my god. Okay, cool. Yeah, whatever. Never mind. I have nothing to offer.
He's like, "Well, if you change your mind, 4,000 gold. It's just sitting on my shelf."
We could get the wife. You could get the wife involved.
No, ew.
It's all about preference.
It's all about preference.
He's like, if that-
4,000
I don't know. I don't know.
4,000 gold for a ring of mind shielding. You are ripping us off, sir.
He's like, that's what I've priced it at.
Somebody else roll an
Charm him?
insight check to see if he's
Charm
lying.
him.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll an insight.
Okay, make an insight check.
14.
How
Can
much?
I appraise the ring?
Yeah.
He's still holding it. Go ahead and give me an intelligence
Yeah,
check.
because if we
Can I
charm him,
Arcana?
You gotta be Arcana.
charm him. If
I'm
we
not-
charm him, he's going to like call the guards on us.
Yeah.
And the last thing we need is Arthur Sin and the government trying to hunt us down.
24. What is this ring actually worth?
It's probably worth maybe 1,000 gold.
You're
Okay, so Hugo's like, excuse me. That ring with that shoddy craftsmanship is only worth maybe about 1,000 gold.
That's right.
All right. As you say this, you see him. He kind of like starts playing with his hands. He's like, "Well,
Who do you think you're dealing with? I'm a merchant myself.
Don't you know who I am?
And sir, we have one of the most prolific bards with us right currently. I tap Octavian's shoulder.
That's right.
We can ruin you.
He kind
for
of like,
trying
no.
to
He's
rip
like,
us
no, no,
off.
that's. How about 850 gold? How about that?
850 gold?
Oh, now that sounds more reasonable.
That's right.
I'll cover
How about 800 gold and a big old kiss?
that. I just hand him 850. I hand him 850.
He goes,
Ignore him.
Yeah, he's like, of course. And he hands you the little box. He's like, if there's nothing else, I think I'm going to close up shop for today.
Is there
Yeah, I
any
think
way
you
we could
made quite a
possibly
bit of money off of
commission?
it.
Say again.
Is there any way we could possibly commission those proof against detections?
He goes, unfortunately, I do not craft these items. I just come into possession of them and resell them.
Do you know of anyone in town who can craft items or does have like the
Hold on.
yeah?
We can go back to Osla. Remember we had the crafters there that crafted us. the
That's
teleportation
right.
ring.
That's right. We don't need your help, old man. Stop trying to steal our money.
And now we can go back
Does he
to
have
our
a-
house
is-
and actually
is there-
fix up our house.
Is there anything on the desk?
There's like a bowl of candy.
I take up the bowl of candy and I kind of like put it in an awkward place in the room.
I take one and give it to Gus Gus.
Yes.
Gus takes it.
I don't dump it out. I don't make a mess. I just put it in a very, it's gonna be. It
It doesn't look right.
doesn't look right. Yeah, I just completely throw off the feng shui.
Oh my god.
He's like, well, I apologize. I don't know what I was thinking. Please just leave me be. I'm
Clearly
sorry.
you
That's
don't.
right. That's right. You should be ashamed of yourself.
He kind of looks ashamed and he's like, I'm sorry. And he just kind of like starts to like fumble with his hands.
What are you doing?
Because I'm just, and he like holds
No,
his
and
head.
we're done. I
No,
cover
no,
Octavian's face.
no.
I cover
The gift-
Octavian's face,
the gift
and I pull him out of the shop. We're
The
leaving.
gift wrapping. Where's the gift wrapping?
We don't need gift wrapping. We're
Leave.
leaving.
Someone just put on the ring.
Okay, who puts on the ring?
Since I bought it, I'll take it.
All right,
What was it called?
ring of mind
Again?
shielding.
It won't protect you from a mind blast, but it will keep them from reading your mind. Also, it protects you from me talking to you psychically unless you want me to.
Ah, so never.
I love how the Lionins like keep your friends in check, and I'm the one who's the menace.
All right. As you slip the ringer, thank you. As you slip the ring on, do you attune to it?
Yes.
All
It
right.
takes like an hour to attune.
Yeah, I'll say an hour because you can't teleport, so an hour just.
And I
walking
mean,
to
if
the
we're
city.
just walking somewhere to go and stay, I can attune to it while we're doing that.
Yeah.
All right. As you finish attuning to it, you hear a small voice in the back of your head say, hello, can I ask who this is?"
Oh god.
I slide the ring off.
Should I take it, Mars? Should I?
No,
take the
I'm kidding.
ring?
I'm kidding.
Oh.
But you hear
Um,
the voice. Hello, I can feel you there.
I look at the ring. Not another magic bullshit thing. I say that out loud.
Okay.
What's wrong, Mars? You look distraught.
I'm just so tired of Octavian. I'm just so tired.
I'm not doing anything, Mars. This is.
I know you're not doing anything.
What's wrong? What's going on?
Does
is
this
finally
voice on
when
the...
you have a mental breakdown? Is this finally when you just lose your shit?
There's somebody... I think there's somebody either in the ring or talking to me through the ring. Can you hear me?
The voice comes back, and it's a female voice. She goes, yes, I can hear you. I can sense you there. May I ask where we are?
Black Core.
She goes, oh, Black Core. Okay. Well, seeing as you're in possession of this ring now, I feel there's no need for me to hang around, and the voice kind of just trails off.
Pardon?
Silence.
Just dial tone.
Pretty much. It's just silence.
I don't like this. I'm so tired.
It's going. We expect the ring to Mars. There's nothing here. There's no presence in the ring. You're like, no, I swear, it's there.
I'm so tired, Octavian.
It's fine, Mars. How about a nice, I don't know, spa day?
Do I not hear those whispers anymore?
No, you do not. They seem to go away when Tolpa came back.
When he came back?
When he was no longer dead.
Odd. That's odd.
But you don't hear the female voice anymore.
So,
I think they're gone.
who?
I don't know, whoever was attached to this ring. She said that, oh, now that you've got the ring, I can leave. I better not be cursed, Octavian.
I don't think you're cursed. Let me look at your trunk. No, does it look like a curse? Wait. Oh no, there's definitely a curse here. Yeah.
You know, I was wondering if maybe your head still detaches as
No,
I grab,
it doesn't.
I grab
No.
your jaw.
No, it doesn't detach, asshole.
Mars, what is going on? I don't understand.
Mars has an imaginary friend.
I'm gonna kill you.
Well, am I wrong?
I grab your neck.
Please stop trying to kill me.
As you all are just standing in the thoroughfare, you see people kind of like giving you a wide berth.
Yes, thank you. We need it.
Yeah.
This is no longer the death crew. This is the crazy house.
Yeah. Fucking- the asylum. All right.
What is
now,
going on, Mars?
I told you there was somebody in the ring, but now they're gone.
Gus is going to give. Gus, because he is so smart, he's gonna do an Arcana check to see if he understands why that could be.
Make an Arcana check.
I'm gonna do one better. I'm gonna take 10 minutes, right out of the equation, and cast Identify.
All right.
You got a 12, so
12. It is a ring of mind. It is a ring of mind shielding, but that's all he can gather. And then you're doing what is it? Identify.
Identify, which gives me like all the info on it.
It is a ring of mind shielding, and it is currently housing a soul in it.
This has a soul in it.
What does that mean?
it has no vacancy. That's what that means.
Basically, when someone dies while wearing the ring of mind shielding, their soul will enter the ring, and they can choose whether or not to stay or go on to the afterlife.
Well, if there's someone still in it, why aren't they responding to me?
Well, I was going to say, after a few minutes of silence, eventually the voice comes back and says, to be fair, I don't think I'm ready to leave, but, my name's Hune. What is, your name?
Mars.
The voice says, well, nice to meet you, Mars. May I ask what year it is?
I give the year.
Okay. And she's like, oh,
69, 69.
no. It's
It's 4/20/69.
Yeah, it's 4/20/69. That's
it's
right.
it's 8:54.
8:54.
And she goes, oh, and then I've been in here for maybe 6 months. Not 6 months, I'm sorry, 6 years. She wouldn't know the months.
I was about to say, you've only been dead for 6 months.
She goes, no, 6 years.
Hmm.
She goes, I died to a dragon, if I recall.
Oh.
A dragon?
A dragon?
Yes, my friends and I, we decided to try and be rid of it, and unfortunately I met my end. It would seem my friends decided to pawn my ring rather than keep it. So
That's very
now,
rude of them.
now you will entertain me, Mars.
Are you telling us what she's saying, Mars?
Yeah.
Ask
She
her about the
expects us
dragon.
to entertain us.
What does the dragon look like?
What is... Can you hear him? Do I have to...
She goes, I don't know what's going on. I can only hear your thoughts.
Okay, well, they want to know what your dragon looked like.
Oh, it was a young red dragon.
So not your dragon, Octavian.
Damn it. Okay.
And not the evil one.
Yeah, the black dragon.
You know, we constantly keep having to put that off.
We do. I'll get to it eventually.
That's so sad. We promised to help that poor dragon.
Yeah.
It's not pressing.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of was. These dragon people seem to have some pretty heavy things going on.
So do us people. With
Yes.
these mind flayers who are trying to destroy society and destroy the whole city, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, does she hear me thinking about that?
She goes, well, things have gotten quite interesting since I've been gone. She goes, well, Mars.
Oh, you don't know the half of it.
She goes, I think you can keep me entertained for a while before I finally decide to depart this mortal coil. Well, I've already
Yeah,
departed the
whatever.
mortal coil, but...
Whatever, it's kind of already my job to do that anyway.
She goes, excellent. Well, I'll be going now. And the voice trails off.
I'm so tired.
All right, let's go wait a day, and then we'll teleport to Osla.
I
and
need a
then,
bath.
yes, we'll need a bath.
There are bathhouses.
Oh my god, let's go to the bathhouse. Let's go to the most expensive bathhouse.
All right. Are
I
you
mean,
ask-
do we not want to try and track down Dextros?
What are we gonna do? I mean,
Help survivors, maybe?
but I mean,
Well-
that's
I want to look at it this way. What is more pressing? Making sure this can't happen again, or helping the people who are who survived the incident?
that's a good point.
As a man of the cloth, are you really asking me that question?
Yes.
Helping the survivors. Pressing.
Yes,
They're
but
in
what do we? How do we help them?
Yes, none of us exactly have the skill set for helping survivors of a crashed mechanical city. Except you.
Exactly, me.
But we
Well-
need. We have to. I don't know.
We need to ensure that Arthur Sin can't do this again.
There is no other floating city, so he won't be able to.
No, but he could
Yes, but
blow
they're-
up another city. I don't know.
He could do something worse to a different city. He has apparently an army of mind flayers on his side. I don't say that loud enough for other people to hear.
Okay. As you think it, though, you hear Hune once more. She goes, oh, this does not sound
She's like,
good.
"Oh my God."
I see why you purchased a ring of mind shielding.
Just like, oh my god. Like, sweetheart, sweetheart, we have a tale to tell you.
Yeah. Ooh,
once
girl.
we get to the bath.
I love this tune already.
Yeah. I love the judgment.
I love just like what are those two guys from the Muppets that are just like
Yes.
kind of in the background? Like,
She's gonna be our jeering audience.
Yeah.
All
Hugo, I
right.
don't think there's much we can do to help those people. We're not. I don't know.
none
we
of us
can't-
are really properly trained for like rescues like that. I'm a priest.
You're a priest, exactly. You are trained in such things. You can heal.
Well, yes, I can heal, but that's not really something like. Think about it like this way: you don't send a doctor into a burning building, would you? That's the firefighter's job. The doctor takes care of the patients once they're brought back to somewhere safe.
You are a grave cleric, so you're more proficient in burying those people than it is to actually maybe possibly helping them.
Yes, that is also true. I point at Octavian. I do have healing magic, but it's not really my area of expertise to aid the injured.
How would we even get to Dextros? We can't just
'Cause-
teleport there. It would be a massive danger.
And yes, as far as we know from what the dwarves outside told us, they don't know where it is. We could be out there for days looking for it.
Does anyone know Scry?
No.
Let me check.
Got 2 character sheets to go through.
Yeah, I have to see if. All right. All right. Does what level of spell is Scry?
I think it's like third. I want to say it's like third.
Gus does not have Scry, and neither do I.
Wah, wah, wah.
Hold on, let me see if I have any anything.
Gus jumps out of my hand and begins walking over to a wall.
Okay.
As we are talking, Gus begins. He takes his wand out and he's tracing little architectural signs in the air. And then after 1 minute, he's created this little blueprint. And then he kind of throws his hands out as the blueprint touches the wall as a door appears. A door with little mouse ears appears on it.
All
Very
right.
Disney. Yeah. As the Gus just opens the door and walks inside and closes the door behind him.
What the fuck?
What do you mean?
What?
I go, well, you make that decision. I'm going to go spend time with Gus as I will open the door and I walk inside as well.
Is there a bath in there? I follow. You coming, Hugo?
I guess.
You've now
Oh.
entered Gus's magnificent mansion.
I
Thought
have
so.
the mirror of scrying. Oh
The
my
mirror
god!
of scrying! Show me the city!
I know I had something.
You do have a mirror of scrying, which you procured from Alhoon's bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I was
I'm
sitting there like, should I tell them or?
I'm gonna scry with the mirror
All right.
on the city.
You feel yourself pulled into the mirror, and you feel yourself being drifted up into the clouds. Eventually, as you begin to as you begin to move through the clouds, you can see below you the mountain range give way to these large, open, green, verdant fields. And then after a few minutes of travel, you eventually see a large, smoldering crater with buildings and houses and such just jutting from the ground, as you see Dextros had impacted into the fields and just exploded and what's the word I'm looking for? Not disseminated.
Disintegrated?
Not disintegrated. Has spread out amongst the field in different craters. Dispersed, yes. Dispersed into different craters, and it looks bad. And as you begin to scry, you do see people moving about. You see people,
Writhing.
not writhing, but kind of they've gathered in a little tent city on the outskirts as they're trying to just survive.
Oh my god. Okay, so Hugo's trying to do calculations. How many people can the teleportation bring?
I think it's 10.
I'm pretty sure it's like your proficiency bonus. Hang on, I still have it in my inventory. Oh yeah, I forgot to unattune to that.
Oh yeah, I can get it in my inventory now. I'll just put it as the helm.
Oh, it has 3 charges?
Yes, it's always had 3 charges.
No, ours
No,
only had
Yeah,
one.
yours only has one because it's a custom.
Oh,
It's
right.
not a helm. It's a ring.
Okay.
Where?
What was the question again?
How many people can it teleport?
It does not say.
it should.
This helm has 3 charges. While wearing it, you can use the teleport spell. Okay, let's check the teleport spell then.
8 willing creatures.
Okay.
So you could airlift them out. It would just take days. You see maybe 100 to 200 people gathered around the tents.
I can help them. If we get me there, I can help them.
Is there any cities that I know of that have airships?
Blackcore.
Blackcore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dextros docks
the
at the
city we're
top.
in.
Yeah. Dextros docks at the top, but they also have places for airships.
All right. So Hugo's going to leave whatever comfortable area that they're in and start organizing a rescue.
I'll come with you. Come on, Gus. I guess we're going to have to help Hugo save a city. I know you spend all that. I know you spent a 7th level spell to make Magic Mansion.
I fucking knew it.
Gus is like, whatever.
He's like, it's fine. We're helping people.
Yeah, it's fine. Just
Yeah, it's fine. If there's a way we can do it and it's not going to take us forever, I don't mind I don't mind helping people. But my issue with the whole situation was that we had no way to help people, and if we tried, it would take days. We have no idea how long this mind flayer is going to be patient.
Octavian says, I can.
And I left him at home with Tulpa.
Tulpa's died before. It's fine.
Yes, but if this mind flayer eats his brain, I can't revive him.
Yes, you can.
I thought you guys said that I couldn't.
No. Revivify might not work, but like
Resurrection.
resurrection will definitely work.
Yeah.
Any amount of limbs, it restores them.
Well, then the issue also becomes us running out of money because
we could just rob someone. It's fine.
Hune kind of chirps in and goes, well, if you're looking for money.
Who?
Hune, the ring.
The voice in your head.
Oh, I forgot you were there. I'm sorry.
She's like, well, if you're strapped for cash, you could always do what I used to do.
Which was, and remember, I'm a priest.
She goes, oh, you're a priest? Forget I said anything.
God.
Were you gonna tell me to prostitute myself?
It's like, no. It's like, no. Just steal from people. It's not that bad.
Oh, I
Big
see.
whore.
You were a thief.
She kind of goes quiet for a little while.
I love you. I love this character so much.
You could throw ass.
None of us are exactly have the skill set necessary to be thieves.
I am.
She goes, well, it's just a suggestion.
I can
You have
steal
the
from
dexterity necessary to pickpocket?
people. No. But I have the wit and the charm to get someone to give me all of their money. It's very easy to separate an old rich person from their money.
Well, I mean, that's different. That's an old rich person. That's not exactly the same as really stealing.
Yeah. So if we get me to the city, I can create a shelter for the people. You said about 200 people,
About 200.
roughly? I can definitely help that. I can't feed them, but I can give them a shelter.
And I can at least heal some of the injured.
Gus can feed them.
All right.
We
So
essentially turned the magnificent mansion into a soup kitchen.
you guys are going to start trying to gather airships or an airship.
Yes. Where would
Uh,
we go? Is there like a?
We could talk to the city guard again, and tell them we have information about the location of Dextros.
Could we get like a rental airship?
You could do either of those things.
Yeah, make it like a U-Haul.
To get to the airships, though, you have to take the elevator straight up to the peak.
That's fine.
I say we talk to the city guard, because then that way, if we can get an airship, he can either give it to us for free, or we can get it at a discount.
Let's get in the elevator.
Well, we can probably convince them to do it out of generosity, being that it's a rescue mission.
Yeah, like
Well,
I
yeah.
said, we can get it done for free. We don't have to
Yes.
pay for the airship.
No. But even better, they can pay us for the information and the help, and then we can get the money that we need to procure the other things that we need. Huh?
Look, here's the thing. Now that Dextros is down, this is
Yeah?
going to fuck with so many people's economies.
It's a good point. Where was the vault of Dextros located?
Well,
Deep
Hugo
within
is
its
just
core,
like-
remember?
He's just massaging his temples at this point.
Hugo, trust me, I'm not doing this because I want to rob from people that need money. But I'm saying we need that money so that we can prevent this from happening again. We're not stealing it for our own benefit. We're doing it for everybody.
I do need to remind you that as insane as you've driven me, I'm still a member of a church and a leader now.
I'm aware. I'm
We can't just
saying,
be robbing random
not robbing.
people.
We're not robbing them.
We can't be robbing an entire city.
I'm not saying.
Those are people's life
Octavian.
savings.
Octavian, I am nixing that idea before you even let it form.
Fine. Whatever.
all right. So, as you guys begin
the
to,
elevator.
If any, we'll just do this like a regular church and accept generous donations.
Yeah.
okay,
Okay.
as you take
People's time of need.
as you guys take the elevator straight up to the peak of to Black Core. This is your second time up here, as you flew up here the first time. But you
Yeah,
take the
that's
elevator,
right.
and as you take the elevator, it sways slightly, as it's not really.
Mars is on the ground.
Mars is fine. What's the worst that could happen?
There's like
We
two,
die.
there's 2 or 3 people in there, kind of like looking at you confused as they hold their position, but the swaying doesn't really bother them.
He has a fear of heights, a crippling fear of heights.
They kind of like laugh and say, "Well, then you're in the wrong city."
I know, right? I'm gonna start jumping.
As you jump,
I
it starts.
grab you by the legs.
It starts to really sway back and forth.
Oh
I
my
grab
god.
your legs and I'm like, I will throw you off.
All right, and that is where we'll end for tonight.
No!
Oh my god.